Hey guys, it's Lauren from Beautiful Mesh. I have my computer in front of me because I need to fix this, but I want to make a tulip wreath this time on Grapevine, and as you know, I've been trying to make them on pretty much everything to see what works the best, and I'm going to try this tonight. So let's put this, fix this, okay, and we're good. Alright, so here's the Grapevine. So you guys, I'm having a hard time finding Grapevine wreaths, so I hear that Joann's has the best deal if you can get, my Walmart's selling the Grapevine wreaths now, and they look really weird, and I don't like them. This one I got from Darice, and I usually like their stuff, but look at how thin this Grapevine wreath is. Like, it's really thin. We can make it work, but it's really, really thin. But we'll see what happens. Note to self, don't buy the Grapevine wreaths from them. Hi, Tisha. So, all right, let me show you. Let's put on this sign first, and I'll show you. So, I made one on styrofoam. I've made them on 12-inch styrofoam, 14-inch styrofoam, 18-inch straw wreath. And now let's try an 18-inch Grapevine. But I need to put on this first. Hold on. I'm going to show you. Here's the sign I'm going to use tonight. It would help if it's upside down and backwards. You know, you get the idea. It says welcome. It has butterflies. So I was thinking, I mean, I have all kinds of tulips in all these colors. And look, there's tulips down there. How cute would that look, right? Okay. So let me show you how I do this. Hey. I'm going to put on this too so that I have comments. Is anyone doing anything fun for Valentine's night? It sounds like you guys are here hanging out with me. I'm kind of like anti-Valentine's. I mean, I love my husband and all, but I'm like, this is a dumb day. It's just me. Alright, let's see here. Okay, so I'm going to put, let me show you. Hi, Debbie. Alright, so there's my sign, and this one I'm going to use tonight is my epoxy. Y'all know how much I love my epoxy, right? Did I go through a case of tulips? Not quite yet. I have a little left. I'm trying to use all the ways I possibly can. Okay, so you guys, epoxy, it doesn't matter what brand it is, but it's going to come in like it's in this little thing. It has 2 tubes because when it combines together, the magic happens, and that's what gets the sticky glue. So, I'm going to use this to put hangers on this sign. This stuff is like really extra sticky, so I always get it all over my fingers. But when you mix it together, I mean, this is stronger than super glue. This is stronger than hot glue. Nothing's ever coming off. And I know I could like staple gun, but you know what? I never like to do that because I got kids sleeping downstairs, and I don't want it to sound like a bomb going off. So we do epoxy. Queen movie and popcorn. Okay, so 7-day cruise, awesome, Cheryl. Have lots of fun. Alright, hold on. Oh Lord, no. How do I get this thingy? Come on. Oh, it's taped, really. Why are you taped? Ribbon with wire that has RVs on it. Oh gosh, I don't think I've seen one like that. Okay. For this epoxy dries, so I just get these little sawtooth hanger thingies that you would normally use, like the screws and whatever, but I'm not going to do that. I am just going to glue them on. My little epoxy glue, and when we are ready for this, it will be ready for us. Let's see how. Let me move that over a little bit. Okay. This stuff dries super quick. It's better than E6000 because it dries really fast. And, all right. Stick that on there, and when we're done in a minute, that'll be ready. We know what you meant. It's all right. We know you meant ribbon, not robin. So the advantage of doing on a grapevine is obviously you don't have to you don't have to wrap it with ribbon like you do styrofoams. You don't have to use pins like you do on styrofoam. You just have to get some glue. So, all right, I'm gonna, hold on, I'm trying to see which way I want to put this on here so that I can sort of start. All right, so here's the colors in here. What do you guys think? Should I use all those colors? I have all of them. I got purple, yellow, blue, green, pink. Cable mounts, no, only because you still have to glue them down with something. I feel like they still pop off, so I always like to just use my epoxy. Alright, so I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use a little bit of everything here and make this just colorful. So let's do this. And I'm going to cut these longer than I do on my styrofoam so they got enough to grab into that grapevine. Hi, Paula. And let's see where we get to. Oh, look at me, I'm trying to pop them off already. Okay, so this is almost done. We're gonna have that like right there, but turned around, obviously. All the colors, that's what I'm thinking, all the colors. So I got my glue pot just off camera. You can't quite see it, but, or maybe you can. No, you can't quite. But I'm going to, let's do that. We're going to do green. I'm going to cut a couple of these first to see. The only thing I couldn't figure out is which blue to use. So I have this blue from last year. This was the tulips, the blue tulips last year for Michael's. They were just as blue, bright blue. This is this year's. So it's the blue and the aqua sort of tealish color. So I can't decide which one I wanted to use. So we shall see. I think I might use the bright blue. I don't know. I got one left on there. I don't know. Which color do you think, which blue do you think works better? This blue or this blue? What do you guys think? Tell me. The bright blue? Because if I'm using this green, I don't want to use the aqua. The darker blue? Alright, that's what I was thinking too, but I wasn't sure. Thought I'd ask you guys. That's awesome, Luann. Yay. Yeah, these are pretty good sellers usually. They do take some time and they do cost a little bit more than other wreaths usually to make, but I think they're fun. So we got some pinks, we got some green, yellow, blue, and I gotta do purple. Everyone's running out. Yeah. I'm not running out. I got a lot still stuck in these boxes. So I'm using them every possible way I can. The next one I want to make is just white. But I thought that would be boring and y'all wouldn't want to watch just white. So I wasn't going to make it live. But that was the plan. I think I have one here that needed extra. Okay. Finally got a bunny butt for my Easter wreath. I need to make some bunny butt. I have some of the bunny butts, and I need to. Whoops! I need to start making some of them, but I have not yet. Ugh. Some of these are from last year. They are just like a little bit wilted looking, but we can fix them when we put them on. We'll make it work. Sorry, this is kind of the boring part. I didn't want to cut too much because I wasn't quite sure what colors I wanted yet until I talked to you guys. Okay. Ah, they're all tangled. Okay. All right, let's put some on. Let's do this thing. Okay. So the good thing is, I think this is mostly dry, but we'll wait just a few minutes and then I can attach it so that I can just sort of see what I'm working with. I have to sort of tuck these wild ones around. So how many you need for a wreath all depends on what kind of wreath you're doing and which style, and I always count on it like about 14 or 15 for any kind of wreath. But it depends on it, you know, if you how full you make it and how just how much, you know, you want to put on. Happy Valentine's Day, Lisa. I'm sorry, Lisa. I will try to, or Patty, I will try to talk a little bit louder. I tend to forget that I am trying to project and talk to people. I forget. The easiest way I find to do this one is with the glue pot. Just shove them in there. That's the easy part. That's why these are a little bit easier to do than the styrofoam. 14 or 15. Did I say 40 or 50? 14 or 15. Sorry. I wasn't clear. Yeah. You'd only need 14 or 15. That's so many. Yeah, you don't need quite that many. It just all depends on what kind you're making. I don't want to get too full because this is going to be too much if I do that. Alright, let's see. I'm trying to be... Tacos already. I want tacos. We had frozen pizza. It was like not Valentine's. I'm just so anti-Valentine's. Okay. There's some. See how easy they are to put in a grapevine? You just stick them in. Just need something down here. Just like a weird hole down there. time already. Alright, let's see. These are so fun. This is going to be super colorful when I'm done. Like, really colorful. But I never could figure out what to do with this sign, so this works. I'm glad I finally found a way to use it. Isn't that cute? Hold on. But isn't that cute? Colorful? These signs are, well, this one is wood. I was thinking it was one of them that were like plastic. And I'm like afraid of my staple gun. So I don't usually use it. I usually just epoxy. Find it easier. I don't know. I'm so afraid I'm gonna like go through whatever it is with the staple gun to the other side. So, alright, I'm gonna make sure I'm using all my colors here. I am selling this when I'm done. Yep. Everything's for sale. Oops. Janet, I have a couple of other videos on here because I've tried, I usually don't use a Grapevine, but I wanted to try it because a bunch of people asked me to, and because I usually use styrofoam. That's like my preferred method, but I wanted to try this way. Okay. What other color do I need? This one. Okay. Hi Jean, hi Deb. So this one will probably be $75 in my shop. I'm not planning on putting any on the sides on this one, no. So that's the other benefit of Grapevine, is it goes a little faster because you don't need to put on the outside too. It is easy, Janet, you can do it. You just shove them in. I mean, really, that's all I'm doing. I mean, I'm sort of trying to make sure it sort of follows the wreath a little bit, because it can get a little wonky if you aren't careful, but it is pretty easy to do it this way. You don't need a lot of extra stuff, which you do with a styrofoam. Alright, what? Somehow I ran out of greens. How did I do that? Let's cut some more. Yes, I got a glue pot just off camera, and I'm sticking these in to get some glue on them. Definitely. More green, we got purples, we got some more blue. See, we almost did half of it already. I think I've only cut one of each color so far. So however many that is. They are Michael's tulips, yep. So some of them are from last year. So like this blue is actually from last year, so it's a little bit different color this year, but basically they are These cutters are cobalt cutters. I don't know where they found them. I think I probably found them at Walmart or something. If you can get the tulips when they're $1.60 at Walmart, not Walmart, at Michael's, that's the best deal. When they're $2, but then they're on sale for 20% off, like your entire purchase. That's the time to get them, which is, it's been a couple times lately they've done that sale. And I think once they do that a couple times, it pretty much cleans them out. But tulips go really fast. I mean, they're usually gone by February. They won't be around much longer. Alright, you know what? I need to attach this sign real quick before I add too much more, so that I know where I'm at. So let's do that. If these are long enough, let's see. They may not be. I have some brown zip ties, and I'm going to put them on here. It might be too short. So let's try pipe cleaners. It's a weird color, but this will work. And then I'm going to cover up everything with the tulips anyway, so you won't see. I think I got the sign last year, but I would check like a craft outlet or wreath shop or Trendy Tree. They probably have similar. Alright. Okay, we can cut off the rest of that later. So I was trying to see if I want to put, if I put it at an angle, that will work. Let's see how that works. So let's continue. Now that we have our sign in place, except for that now, I didn't do that right. Oh well, sorry. Hi, Trudy. Purple over here. You guys gotta help me decide what color bow to do, because I had a couple of options and ideas. I have this ribbon, but I think that might be too bright of a blue. I have this one. I have just a plain pink. That might work. Or I have this one, which is butterflies, but it's sheer. So you guys tell me what you think of those options. So how many colors do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So far I've cut 10. It might take about that many. I did about 5 down below here, and I still have to do above the sign, so we'll see when we're done. A funky bow? I don't know if I can do it. I'm just not a bow girl, but I know sometimes it needs it, so. Alright, let me go back around over here. Alright, so I want to try and come around this sign with some tulips so that you don't see the edge. There's glue over here. See my glue pot right here? I'm putting glue in it. They're all getting a little bit of glue. Sorry, can't see that over there, can you? But yeah, definitely glue. Glue, glue. You need it, or else they will fall out. Did you, Linda? Cool. They're fun to make. I mean, maybe I'm biased because I make them a lot. I got my glue pot a long time ago on Amazon. And I don't know, I know they sell out a lot because crafters are really have caught on. But yeah, I know a lot of people have just used regular skillets. I mean, obviously you're not going to use it for anything cooking after that, but you can just, yeah, I mean, this one is meant for glue only, but you could try and get like a regular, just a regular skillet. Like regular cooking skillet, and then just, you're never going to eat in it again. Oh, pretty, Trudy. I'm usually not one for these super multicolors, but this one's turning out pretty. You got one at Bed Bath & Beyond. Is it just a regular skillet? Pink. Regular skillet at Walmart, yeah. I mean, I don't think there's really a difference. I mean, I don't know about temperature-wise, like what temps they go to or are supposed to go to. I don't know what makes one, what makes this, you know, for glue versus food. I don't know. Oh, you got a small one like this? That's cool. Good to know. Thank you. Thank you. We're trying a very colorful mixture. Just because the sign has very colorful mixture, sort of. It's turning out very bright. I was kind of excited to put my Valentine stuff away in here because it freed up some space. I had all of my Valentine's boxes in here for making Valentine's wreaths, but it's time to move on. I had Valentine's, Easter, St. Patrick's Day, summer, spring, everything in here. So I'm glad I could like move some stuff out so I had some breathing room in here. I feel like that after I do like Christmas and fall, because I usually have so much Christmas stuff that it just overtakes this room. And then I'm happy to put it away after a while. Because this room is tiny. You guys, I don't know if you've ever seen the whole room. It is teeny tiny. I have got it packed. Take a leap and buy some Burton & Burton. Burton & Burton has some really nice ribbon. So I'll show you this one that's Burton & Burton over here. Hold on. This one that this blue and green. This one is Burton & Burton. And this one is one of their, like, it's sort of like, it feels papery, but it holds its shape really well. I find that most of their ribbons do hold their shape pretty well. So I do like their ribbon. I don't know what temperature mine is. I haven't looked at the other side to see what temperature my glue thing is at. You still have Christmas out. What are you talking about? How do you have room? I got no room to keep everything out. Stuff's got to go away. You got to get packed away. I mean, it's not far. It's just in the attic over there. So I can run in there and get something if I needed to. Like just the other day, somebody bought a Santa kit. I was selling Santa wreath kits at Christmas time, and somebody just bought one. So I had to go dig one out of my storage so that I could sell it. I thought, I don't know what people are doing with a Santa right now, but I guess they were getting, I don't know, getting a head start. I don't know, a late start. I'm not really sure. All right, so this is going good. I don't think I'm going to need that many more. I cut 10. I don't think I'm going to need very many more than that. Well, that's the other thing, Darlene. I can't remember where I put stuff either, and then I end up buying more, and then that contributes to the hoarding issue that I have here. The wreaths that I don't sell get put in with a plastic like lawn and leaf bag and then hung up somewhere. But those clear plastic bags keep them really nice, and they come out looking like you just put them in there, which is good. Took over your pool house for your crafts. I just want a pool house. That sounds like fun. I know my husband built me a loft in the garage for extra storage, and I've used it. And then he had to build another loft, and I use that too. Oh, do you, Luann? I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous of all the people with like the she sheds and the everything with all the space. I mean, this is part of the attic that has just been converted. They did it before we moved in. They took part of the attic and above our bedroom and converted it into this little, I don't know if they used it as a media room or an office or what, but it's above. You can only access it from my bedroom. So it's nice, but it just sucks at night when like I'm up here and like my husband's trying to go to sleep, and I don't know. Yeah, it's just small. Wreaths in a shipping box. That's a good idea too, Andrea. I mean, that's what I advise people to do when they get a wreath from me and they need to store it, is to keep that box and just use that. All right. I have a couple. I sort of didn't manage my colors well, and I need a couple of other colors. Because I'm almost done going around, but I need, whoops, that one fell off. All right, let's see here. This isn't bedroom size. This is like, no, it's just a tiny part. I should show you guys. If you, I could, like, you could probably touch both walls if you spread your arms out. It's pretty small. half my glue is melted and half is not. I don't know what happened over there. Oh, I need some more green. Oh, a couple of greens. You can get, so I get, if you can hook up with like a local coach that can get you some baseballs that like just fall down on the ground, that's an option. You can get foam ones on Amazon. You can get, plastic ones I have in my shop. They're just like plastic ornaments. I mean, they're not ornaments. I mean, they call them ornaments. They're not ornaments, but they're like 2 inches wide. But I have some, because I bought a whole box, and so I have some extras for sale in my shop, in my Etsy shop. So if you guys want to browse around my Etsy shop, I have some ribbon and some, obviously, wreaths for sale. And if you just hit that blue Shop Now button on my page, you'll go straight there from that Facebook page. Or you can just search Beautiful Mesh on Etsy, and you will find me. I think I am putting a bow, but I'm not sure where. I mean, I could put it over top. Oh, Damon had a sale today of stuff. I do, Marilyn, I do have Easter keywords list in my shop, yes. And I think, yeah, I'm trying to remember. I think it's by itself. The ones for St. Patrick's Day, Mardi Gras, and Valentine's were all together on one, but Easter's on its own. Because there was a lot more words for Easter. Couldn't come up with too many for Mardi Gras and Valentine's Day. There just weren't a whole lot of themes, I guess. So, thank you, Andrea. I got the sign last year, but check like Trendy Tree Craft Outlet and the wreath shop. I'll go look when I'm done here and see if I find it. I'll post a link for you guys. If I can find where I bought it. I wish I didn't know about any sale. Yeah. I do use Marmalade. Almost done going around. This needs a couple colors. Over here. Let's see, what color do we need? We need a pink, a couple pinks. Oh, good. Thanks, Marilyn. So I've used 10 plus a few more. Like, I used 10 full bunches, and then I've cut a couple of more off to use little pieces here and there. So it all depends on, you know, how full you make it. I mean, I could still be adding more, but all right. I wasn't really trying to go around the outside, but it needed some right there. It needs a yellow right there. You're right, it does need a yellow right there. Hang on. Darlene, mini roses would be pretty for this. They also have the mini roses at Michael's, and that would be pretty. I have seen people do the same technique, but with, yeah, with mini roses. All right, I think this needs a little bit on this side over here. It's looking a little lopsided over here. Come on, go in. Sometimes I don't want to go in. The way you tell it to. Alright, that one's not going in the way I like. Hold on. Let's try again. Alright, I need another yellow. Yeah, I'll show the back in just a sec. Thank you, Margaret. I still need one more. You know, you could do this forever. Like, you can keep messing. Okay, hold on. See, I still feel like one more. And one more all the time. Okay. It's very bright. Maybe this one right here. Now remember, this grapevine was not very thick to begin with, so I didn't use a whole lot of tulips partially for that reason, because there just wasn't a lot of places to put them anyway. So it depends on how thick your grapevine is and how full you want to make it. Alright, so let's see. Oh, now it's looking like there's a hole down here. Hang on. It's like, I don't know if you can see. It's too thin right here. Hold on. You know, sometimes you have to go back. Yep, there is a hole. And add some here. I can fix this. You bought styrofoam at Michael's? What size did you buy? See, the only thing is I don't like the Michael's ones because they're usually rounded. I don't like the rounded ones as much. I like the ones that are flat. Do they have the flat ones? Because I haven't seen them there. I don't know. I just have a hard time on the rounded. Yeah, I do usually sell a lot of tulip wreaths. If I could list them and stop like wasting, I just like forget to list them all the time. I sit around my house. That's not going to help me. I need to actually put them on Etsy. There we go. That's better. Okay. So now, I'm wondering if we should put this. Oh, it's so cute. See if I can get a. Oops. Let's see if we can get a full view of it. So now wondering if I put like a bow on it. And I will definitely take a picture tomorrow. Oh, look, I'm missing a hole there too. Let me fix that. Oh, it is flat? Really? Awesome. Oh, the back. Yes, sorry. I promised you I would show you the back. So there's the back. Can you see that? So I'm going to cut the pipe cleaners off. I just sort of did it real quick. And some of these that are too long, I can cut these off. Some of these stems that are too long, but most of them didn't go through. But we can cut off those. See if we want to do a bow. How we would do it. I've heard about Michaels that they're like being weird about their coupons lately. I think this is an 18-inch grapevine. Yeah. And so it's coming out to be about 20 inches about when it's done. Let me see what I'm doing. Okay. And then I want to put, anything on the back. Well, the grapevines won't really scratch the door. I'm going to cut off those pieces that are too long. But other than that, I think it's going to be fine. I mean, I don't have a lot of people complaining that their door gets scratched by. But you can also put, you know, leaves over top. Anything that's poking out. Where is this going? Alright. We can put a bow like there. What do you think? Let's see, you can't really see, can you? I can put it up here. Let's see. I'm trying to think where I might want. I might do like that. If I had longer tails. Or just put it in the center. I kind of like it over here. I don't know why. So let's try and get this through some. Top to the side. I think that's the plan. Yeah, I love it with no bow too. Either way. Can you see it? Let's see a little bit better. That's just a cute little fun. Colorful. So there's what, you don't really need it on the side because they pretty much cover. But there is a hole down here that I need to address. But other than that, I think it is good to go. You guys like it? Oh, let's see. Hey, of course I can. Did it work? sign says welcome. I know it's backwards. Sorry. I have my camera backwards. So, yes, happy Valentine's Day to you guys. So that's a tulip wreath on a grapevine. So now I think we've done it all. And this one is super colorful. This one has all the colors. Pink, yellow, green, blue, purple. So we used 5 colors. Probably used 2 bushes of each, plus a little extra because I had to fill in some blanks. So I'm going to look for some butterflies. I think I do have some. I just don't know what box they're in right now. So, but I think that's a good idea. Customer has been on my Facebook page and found a wreath that I make quite often, and she wants one, but she lives in Canada. How should you do this? How should you do it? They can still pay you normally, and then just price it out, the shipping though, because it's gonna be expensive. Shipping is usually like $40 for just like a normal wreath. So yeah, you want to make sure you get paid. Alright guys, I will see you again. I'm going to make a sunflower sometime this weekend, so if you guys want to watch, it might be a train wreck, but you can watch. Yes, they're the mini tulips. I can put like a pipe cleaner hanger on it. Normally, I don't put a hanger because you can usually hang from part of the grapevine, but this one, yeah, it probably needs a little bit of a hanger. I'll just put like I'll put a pipe cleaner and fold it around and just attach it like that. It'll be fine. So, alright guys, I will see you again. Have a good night. Bye.